Welcome to the jungle, everybody.
The jungle that is Maryhill. All right, we have a little information for you guys as far as how it's going to go for the next couple rounds. Up with them right now is the inline skaters, the women's street luge, and the masters. They're going to run this first round, seed each other out to go into the final and consolation finals, the round following this. With women's street luge and inline, they will run it very similar to the juniors. They will go down 2 times based on a point system, will bracket themselves out for first through last place.
Once again, we're being blessed with the most beautiful trophies ever by Subsonic Skateboards. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. Maryhill exclusive right here. We got some inline on the course.
On track right now on your Jumbotron. You can watch this at home. Our inline guys are on course, 4 of them this time.
Yeah, they're coming through. Let's see that. The never-ending left. Into the straight before ambulance turn.
And that is not Scott Pure out in the front.
That's a shocker.
Shocker, but again, not knowing all these guys and not seeing them at all the events like we're used to seeing a lot of the street luge guys and all the stand-up guys. These guys can come out of the woodwork and come out and just blow expectations away, and it looks like he's doing that today.
Yeah, I like that tuck, that praying mantis style. Wide-legged, looks rad.
Relatively arrow in their tuck, other than the fact that they can't tuck that leg in behind, so they have 2 surfaces going down. These guys still get pretty arrow down the hill and still pick up some great speed.
Yeah, very little contact patch with their wheels. Huge wheels, they're tiny.
And they're able to get around the corner because they're operating in a completely different manner than all the lay-down sports and skateboard. They're not on lean-style trucks. They can move their feet around. They can adjust it. They can try to drive through the corners. These guys race in a completely different way, alongside the fact that draft is still there and drafting and passing is still relatively similar.
Is that Scott Pierre right there?
That is Scott Pierre right there. It looks like he's in second, being chased down, but he is nowhere near the lead, which is extremely surprising. Again, these guys are going to be running a similar system to our juniors in our women's luge. Well, they will go down this run, the following run, and then they will add up all the points and determine who's the winner.
We call that a round robin. It's kind of like golf. Fewer points, the better.
Fewer points, the better. Fewer points, the better. And as far as women luge goes, with Emily finally coming in 5th after going off course, she's going to have an extreme uphill battle to be able to come back and get on the podium here. I believe Sabrina and Jennifer are probably going to run a very similar race again. CJ's probably going to run a similar race. If Emily stays in and moves CJ to 4th, that's a 4 and a 3. If Emily wins the next one, that's a 5 and a 1. She's just barely eking her way into the podium.
Love that style. Slapping some hay, coming down the finish line. Here comes Scott Pierre.
Scott Pierre. Leader had a big lead. Scott Pierre's got a big lead over 3rd, and 3rd's got a big lead over 4th. These guys finished out pretty far apart. We'll see how much strategy and how much of the racing they're going to change early on in the hill to keep that from happening. Scott's got to stay closer to him to have a shot to get in the draft and be able to pass.
This isn't Scott's first time out here.
It is not Scott's first time.
I'm pretty sure he's been around a little bit longer than we have.
A little bit longer. to many of the similar events. I've seen him in Europe. We've seen him up at Top Challenge. He's been at the Ohio race before. I've seen Scott everywhere. He knows what he's doing. He also knows that race got away from him. We'll see how he adjusts in his second round of it, knowing that he has to get these points to move up.
He also knows how to have fun.
He does know how to have fun. He's a fun guy.
And that's why he's here.
Nice guy. Just wants to come out and ride the hill after he gets done winning the hill. All right, so that gets us through our round of women's street luge and inline.
Woo!
Yeah, looks like we got some inliners on the hill. Coming in out of backbreaker. Going in a spaghetti.
Marshall, dinner's ready. It's spaghetti again.
Scott Pierre.
Scott Pierce
in second place.
He's staying a lot closer this time. I think it scared him last time how quickly that guy got away from him. He's in the straight now. He's close enough to get that draft. Scott's a veteran, man. He knows exactly what to do here.
Ambulance coming up soon.
There it is.
Repeaters.
At this point in the last heat, or in the last round, Scott was gone. He was nowhere near his draft. He wasn't going to catch him. He almost knew it and checked up. He almost looks like he's trying to stay a little bit slower and stay behind him. Maybe catch him later on. Talking about patience, this is patience again from Scott Pierre. Again, a little bit out of his tuck behind him, just looks like he wanted to stay behind him. He's going to try to pick his spot.
He kind of flared up a little bit, though, and I saw him check his skates a bit.
Yeah. He looks like he wants to stay behind him, but he wants to stay in that draft. He's been doing this for years. He knows full well what that big draft from an inliner can do, especially in the faster section right before the left that heads into Cowsers.
Yeah, he's out here 2017 Maryhill Windwalk. He's looking to take a gold. We'll see what happens.
No one wants to go to the party tonight without a gold medal around their neck, so.
That's true. We get one for best announcers, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure the Subsonic guys made trophies for everything. All right, here we go. Let's see who it is. Scott is still in second. Checked up a little bit going into Cowsers. Maybe thought he was going to be able to get him in the faster section before Cowsers. Maybe didn't quite work out. It looks like he's in a comfortable second, but not going to be in contention to go ahead and pass him and take that lead.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough hill left. We'll see what happens. Here they come. Coming in the final lefty.
Anything can happen. We've seen a lot of people go down, but if he makes it through cleanly, that is 2 firsts in a row uncontested. Scott, 2 seconds in a row uncontested. There is your first and second place finishers.
Love that style. Slapping a little bit of the hay. Pretty awesome.
Slapping the hay, opening up his stock a little bit. Feeling super comfortable around that corner. That corner is not an issue to him. And I have a hunch a lot of the upper ones were neither, and that's where he was getting all of his speed.